erstmal zurück.
Good morning, everybody.
Es fühlt sich großartig an.
It feels great.
Es fühlt sich richtig an.
It's really great. I feel very good here. It's great to be part of this team. The city is very nice. You can see how familiar this club is. Right, just when I arrived here, everything was great. I feel very well in this team. Everybody is very cordial. The coach, the boss is great. I'm sure he will improve me. I want to continue developing here, and this is why I have come here, and I'm proud to be part of this team.
Tell us about the last 2 weeks from when contact was first made, because you joined the club just before the deadline, and you go away with international duty as well. It must have been a crazy time.
Also die letzten 2 Wochen waren ein bisschen wahnsinnig. Sehr gut ist passiert. Wie war es?
Also natürlich sehr aufregend. Ich war ja auch in der Nationalmannschaft.
Very interesting, of course. I couldn't really think a lot about Arsenal because I had to focus on the national team. But of course I talked to Mertesacker and Podolski about Arsenal. I asked them how the club is, how the people are here. Of course, I'm curious. This is something very new for me. I really look forward to this task. I've only heard positive things, and I really know myself how this club is. It's a very familiar club, very successful club with very young players, and the young players develop very well here. And this was one of the reasons why I have chosen to come here. I want to continue improving myself, and as I said, I'm really happy to be here under such a great manager.
You've spoken about the influence of Arsene Wenger in your statement, and you've spoken about it in your answers. Now, just expand on that without wishing to embarrass Arsene at all, but how influential was he in your decision to come?
Die Frage war, der Einfluss von Arsene bei einer Entscheidung sehr wichtig war. Wie wichtig war
Also das war das Wichtigste für mich.
That was the most important for us, what he thinks about me, what his plans are with me. And I decided to come to Arsenal because I have the trust and this familiar environment here. This was the most important thing for us. And he told me what he thinks about me, and this was the reason why I chose Arsenal.
And just finally from me, Mesut talked about the plans that you have for him. Could you tell us what they are as far as you can?
The plans are quite simple, that he plays at his best. We have, I think he has a style of play that can really integrate our style of play, because we have a game that is based on movement, technical ability, creativity, and he has all the attributes to be one of the leaders of our team.
Yeah. Mesut, willkommen. What do you think you can achieve at this club?
Die Frage war, was denkst du, dass du bei Arsenal erreichen kannst?
Wir wollen schönes Fußball spielen,
We want to play offensive and good football, and to keep clean sheets. We want to play attractive football to improve, but of course also successful football. I can't promise to win trophies, but I can promise that as a team we will give our all to win trophies.
Do you think Arsenal can be challenging for the Premier League soon?
Die Frage war, denkst du, dass Arsenal die Titel gewinnen?
auf jeden Fall.
Of course, definitely. I know the team. I know what talent we have here, and I think every player wants to be successful, and Arsenal is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and we definitely want to achieve something with this team. That's what we work for very hard. Of course it will be very difficult because the league is the strongest in the world, very balanced, but we will give everything to have success.
How much did you talk to Lukas Podolski and Per Mertesacker, and what did they tell you about the club?
Die Frage war, wie hast du mit Mertesacker und Lukas Podolski gesprochen? Was habt ihr gesagt?
Also was sie gesagt haben, habe ich ja jetzt
Well,
mittlerweile selber hier erlebt.
I've seen myself what they said.
Gemeinschaft ist einfach familiär.
It's a very familiar environment. It's a very respectful treatment here. Everybody is very nice, and this is very important for me to feel good here. This is where I will work day in, day out. So this is what they told me, and I've seen it, and yes, they were right. Of course, we haven't talked too much because I had to focus on the national team, but I've seen everything they told me, and yeah, I'm proud of it.
Ich werde gleich auf Deutsch fragen. Ihr Vater spricht heute in der Bild-Zeitung über eine Schmutzkampagne, die Sie noch von Real Madrid verfolgen. Wie störend ist das für Sie? Jetzt fangen Sie hier bei einem neuen Club an, dass dort immer noch aus Spanien ein bisschen nachgetreten wird.
The question was, today there's been something said in the Bild-Zeitung from Madrid. Is that disturbing for you as you arrive at a new club?
Also ich will nicht über Madrid jetzt
Well,
schlecht
I
reden, weil ich
don't want to say anything bad about Madrid because I had 3 wonderful years there. I have great friends there, and also we achieved a lot with the club, some trophies, and I had a great time there. So that's why I don't really want to talk a lot about it. The people who know me know how professional I am, and I think in the past years one could see how many games I played, 159 games, and if you're not professional in your life, then I don't think you can play that many games. So people know how professional I am, and this is what counts, and all the rumors I don't care about them. I have a new task here. I'm just looking ahead. I am in London now. We have big goals here, and we will work very hard to reach
Sagen
these
Sie mir,
goals.
wie sehr haben Sie sich schon in London einleben können? Haben Sie schon eine Wohnung gefunden?
Ich bin natürlich auf der Suche, Wohnung oder Haus.
I'm still trying to find a flat here or a house. I've only been here for 2 days. I haven't had much time, but I'm sure I will find something nice. In any case,
My last question was,
like here.
how have you found living in London? Have you found yourself a flat yet?
Many Madrid players have said how disappointed they were that you left. How hard was it to leave the club?
Die Frage war, viele Spieler aus Madrid haben gesagt, dass sie enttäuscht waren, dass du den Club verlassen musstest. Wie enttäuscht waren?
Also enttäuscht bin ich nicht. Ich bin jetzt
Well,
bei
I'm not
Arsenal.
disappointed. I am at Arsenal now, which is one of the biggest clubs in the world. I think I will go my way here.
Natürlich habe ich eine schöne
Of course, I had a very good time in Madrid. As I said, I have lots of friends there, very good moments there, and you can see why the reaction of the fans and the players that they didn't understand the move. But this is football.
Man muss immer wieder nach vorne schauen.
You always have to look ahead. I've made the next step. This is something new for me. I'm in the strongest league in the world, and I have to prove myself here to continue developing here. And this is why I am at the right club.
And how did Arsene sell the club to you?
Die Frage war, wie hat Arsenal den Club gekauft?
Also die müssen nicht großartig.
Well, they don't have to say a whole lot about the club. I know how successful Arsenal have been and what successful players they have. Players like Henri, Fabregas. So I know that the step here is the right one for me because many young players came here and got better and got to become the best players in the world, and this is why I want to go my way here.
Apart from the German players who you obviously know well, who are the players that you're most looking forward to playing with now in the current Arsenal team?
Die Frage war, also Mesut, du kennst schon viele deutsche Spieler, und Lukas, aber außerdem, welches Spiel freust du dich darauf mitzuspielen?
Also ich freue mich auf die ganze Mannschaft.
I look forward to playing with the whole team. It would be wrong to name a few players. We are one team. We have a goal with the team. We want to go our way together, and therefore I look forward to playing with everybody.
Schlag auf Schlag für dich alles sehr schnell gewesen. Was steht jetzt in den nächsten Tagen für dich an, bis zum ersten Auswärtsspiel, bis zum Einsatz in Sunderland?
Also das Wichtigste für mich noch.
Also die Frage war, I'm sorry, in English. So everything's been happened very quickly for you. And of course this weekend you have the game against Sunderland coming up. How's that been for you?
Für mich ist das der Wichtigste, dass ich.
For me, the most important thing is that I have fun. I love playing football.
Ich freue mich jetzt, dass ich wieder trainieren kann.
I am really glad that I can train now, so we'll have lots of games, busy schedule, and I really look forward to it.
Würden Sie noch einmal auf Deutsch schildern, wie dieses schon legendäre Telefongespräch mit Herrn Ozil abgelaufen ist? Also, das muss ja eine Charmoffensive, war das in deutscher Sprache von ihm gewesen sein, um ihn zu überzeugen?
In Deutsch zusammen, ja, natürlich.
Yes, we speak in German.
Als damals Mesut nach
But
Real ging,
when Mesut went to Real, we already were in touch. Back then I wanted to get him to Arsenal, but it didn't work back then. But that was the start of our relationship. And now, the second time, it worked. So that's why I think the first contact really helped.
The question was, Arsene, you were in conversation over the phone with Mesut and his father, what were the conversations like, and how did you convince Mesut to come and join us?
Mesut, do you think football has a reputation for being very physical and tough? Has anyone warned you about that, and think you can cope with the stronger physical nature of the game?
Die Frage war, englischer Fußball hat einen Ruf, dass es physisch ist, und wie kannst du das umgehen?
Also ich freue mich erst.
I look forward to playing in this league. I've watched a lot of Premier League games because the Spanish games are always so late in the day that I was able to watch them. So of course it's very physical here, but it's a man's sport, and I'm really glad to play in the best league in the world, and I want to prove myself in England, and therefore I look forward to playing here.
Fascinating stuff there from Mesut Ozil, again and again and again. He kept saying, I'm in one of the biggest clubs in the world and one of the best leagues in the world. Fascinating, Hayley. The Arsene Wenger there saying that they had contact with him and were trying to get him to Arsenal before he moved from Werder Bremen to Real Madrid. That was back in August 2010. He cost Real Madrid on that occasion £12.4 million. So that little delay in signing him 3 years cost them, well, around about £30 million. So he was a target for Arsenal all the way back then.
Goodness me, yeah, well, Arsene Wenger saying that Ozil can be one of their true leaders. He plays really attractive football, and Mesut Ozil was saying he was looking forward to playing a very attacking football as well. He said he feels it very familiar at Arsenal, and he trusts that things are going to be really good for him. When he was asked about winning silver, he said he couldn't promise that, but he could promise to do his absolute best to try and obtain that as well. But he kept stressing just how strong the Premier League was, and that it was the strongest league in the world, which is interesting.
Mertesacker and Podolski were two players that he phoned up, German teammates. He said he only heard positive things. He's proud to be part of the team. The manager can improve him, he said, and he said he was happy to be here under such a great manager.
Yeah.